it's going to my pocket. So make sure that make sure that you record even the cash amounts that you get. And that cash amount, it must not disappear in your handbag. It's not yours, it's for the business. I had H. It's not for your pocket. It's not for your personal use. It's not for you to go and sit nicely at, these nice restaurants and eat that money. No, it's for the business, because there are still things that you are going to buy. You need to enhance your business. You need to empower your business. So make sure that you record every little cent that comes in. That is why it's important for you to have a business bank account, so that clients don't pay in your personal, because the moment clients pay in your personal account, you get tempted. You're going to use that money. And at the end of the day, you need to pay rent, you need to buy stock from Tanya, and you are short. So make sure the money goes to where it belongs. Then come month end, do your expenses. Check your financial management. How much? That is why each and every day have a diary in your clinic. You can't be working without a diary. Have a diary where you write your bookings and your clients and the amounts. Whether it was a card payment, have a spreadsheet. Whether it was a card payment, or you can have a spreadsheet, you can have a diary. Whether it was a card payment, or it was a cash payment, or it was a transfer whatsoever, make sure that you record everything, so that at the end of the month, you sit down. I'm talking also to those who do not have accountants yet. Because when you are an entrepreneur, especially when you are starting, you are an accountant. You are the employee. You are the employer some of the days. The other days, you are the cleaner. I'm talking about something that I know. The other day, you are an admin, right? When a client comes, you become the professional nurse. When the client goes out, you become the cleaner. You need to clean, make a space for the next client, right? So, and that's where you need to also have savings, right? Remember, you are going to get from what is coming in. There will be your expense. That is why you cannot just charge me if I'm asking, hi, how are you? How much is your drip? Just how much is my drip? Okay, 850. Right? At the end of the day, you're gonna be running at a loss, because remember, with that 850, number one, let's say you are doing an IV. There's a web call. There's a cotton wool. There's a gel co. There's the line. Right? Those are the things we don't think about. We just think about this. How much did I buy it for? And if I can get that money plus something on top. No. Before you can sit down, normally people would call me, hi Tash, how are you? How much can I charge for a drip? I don't give them a price, because I've got my own prices, right? I don't give them a price. What I say to them, sit down and write everything that you're going to use. Every money that was involved in you getting the drip and inserting the drip. And then now, when you have that amount, then you can add a percentage, which is going to be your profit, right? So please don't just, because Sister Lou is charging 850, I'm going to charge 850. You don't know how much did he get what from where, right? So those are just tips, okay, guys, as I'm going through. Then the bank account as well is going to assist you when you need to do if financials, when you need funding, because the organization will want to see your statements. And as well, the bank account is going to assist you when you want to buy something, when you want to buy equipment, right? The company that's going to sell you wants to see how is your financial management. Okay, so I think I've given you enough information on the company, right? The company registration and the bank account. So now let's go to tax. Each and every year, you are expected to file your returns for your business. I need you to be doing one for your personal, yes, and then you'll be doing one for business. Just to give you a tip again on your bank, right? On your bank, for those maybe who are already making big monies. Yeah, for tax and all that, you can use. I remember when I started, I didn't want to touch my business bank for anything, even if I would be buying groceries for the clinic. I'm like, groceries, no, that's not part of, what I'm doing. It's for clinic stuff. But now with time, I've also learned, okay, there's other ways to do this. You can use your business bank to buy other stuff, right? So that it doesn't, because sometimes money that's sitting there, it's a problem. It becomes a problem. Money must circulate. It must circulate. It must not sit in one place. I don't want to say the things that I wanted to say because maybe I'm alive, right? Especially about okay, so you need to file your annual returns. Annual, so it's yearly. So you can approach an accountant if you don't know how. But if you see no, I'm not going to be able to afford an accountant, you call SARS. They are going to assist you. Or you take everything, you take your invoices, everything, you put them in one bag, you go to SARS. They are going to assist you to file your annual returns for free. They're not going to charge you, right? And again, make sure, guys, that you file your annual returns, because by the time, let's say you skip 5 years without filing your annual returns, you will be penalized, and then you might pay more than you were going to pay if you did it yearly. So please don't ever not file them and you say you know me. I won't know you. And then let's come to COIDA. Okay, some of these business compliance stuff, they only apply to those who have employees, right? Yeah, for those who have employees, maybe like your UIF, for an example. If you don't have employees, then you don't need it. So for COIDA, whether you have employees or you don't have employees, you need COIDA, compensation fund. COIDA, you register with compensation fund. They're going to give you a unique number, your registration number. You need COIDA in case of there is an IOD, injury on duty, right? Let's say now you are still you are the employee in your company, like you are self-employed, right? You are self-employed. Then it happens that you were at work, whether you went to do a house call or you were in your practice, you injure yourself, work-related injury, ne? Not work-related injury, because there's gonna be investigations. Work-related injuries, you can report that. Remember, you don't want to mess up with your bank account. So COIDA is going to assist you in terms of now treating that injury. Or let's say you sometimes get locums to come. Let's say you are doing house calls and then you have maybe you have about 5 house calls for the day. Obviously, you're not going to manage by yourself. So you can get someone to come and do the work for you. So make sure that person is covered. Should anything happen, you might not know. A needle prick, You right? Maybe they slipper and get a sprain. So those things, now where are you going to get that money for that emergency? So you can actually now claim from COIDA to make sure that that person is treated and yourself is treated, should there be, right? And then we're still on COIDA. Okay, COIDA, I think you pay about, let's say if it's you, just you, I think it's less than 1,000, somewhere there, less than 1,000 annually once a year. But let's say it's you and one employee, whereby maybe you sometimes have locums, right? What is nice about it, it has no name on it. So whether today you employ Nomsa, that day it's Sibongile, that day it's Caroline, that day it's Elvis, they are still covered as long as it's one employee. That person would be covered who was on duty on that day, right? So another thing that is very much important, remember, compensation covers injuries on duty. And then you need public liability. This also applies to someone who's got employees or no employees. Let's say you've got your practice, you've got equipment in your practice, right? So with public liability, you can cover your equipment. Sometimes these laptops that we are using, it can break anytime, right? Sometimes those who are running Org Health, you've got your audios, your spiros, they can break. Anything can happen anytime. Any damage can happen anytime. So you don't want to mess up with your bank account. So make sure that you've got public liability. Like me this week, my laptop was just acting up. The one that I'm using for the clinic, for the software of Org Health. So I was like, I don't have money for this, but I've got public liability. So let me call them business insurance. I'm also with them. So I think, yeah, you will get the forms later on. So I called them. I said, guys, my laptop is acting up. I don't know what's wrong and I need it urgently. So they said, no, we're going to send a technician. The insurance sending the technician to come and look what's wrong. Okay, yes, indeed, they came, they checked, and it was declared irreparable. So what happens? They gave me money to go and buy a new laptop. So the money didn't come from my business, didn't come from my personal account, but it came from the insurance. So these things are very important. You might take them light and maybe think, they are wasting my money. I'm not getting much money for now. I think I'm only paying about 800 rands a month. It covers all the equipment in the clinic, and then it covers my laptops, and then it covers injuries as well, and then it covers my employees. Should something happen with them wherever they are working, I know they are covered, right? And then we have, okay, not going to talk much about UIF because I know mostly are still self-employed, mostly are still going to start. But once you have employees, consider UIF, Unemployment Insurance Fund, so that you cover your employees. Let's say now, who's got employees already here? Okay, Doc, you have employees. Nice, great meeting you all. You didn't have time earlier on. Okay, and Tanya. Yes, your employees can be your locums. They don't have to be permanent. Yes. So, guys, to be compliant with UIF, with Department of Labor, because the moment Department of Labor comes into your business and they find out that you have employees but you do not have contracts, you are in trouble. Or you have employees but you are not registered with them. So this is the tip that I'm going to give you in case you're not there yet. You need to design contracts for them, right? Let's say you don't give them salary, they're not permanent, so you cannot afford salaries at that time to give them monthly, right? So what you do, you do an independent contractor. You register them as independent contractors, so that should there be an inspection one of the days, you are safe. Because if UIF labor comes there and they find out that you, or maybe employees, what they do when there is no work, they go to labor and they say, I'm working for Dr. Slangu, so I need to claim for UIF, but now employment pay, so they go there, they claim, and then the labor checks and like, we can't find that company. Then he says, no, I work for her, I've got details, like I can show you my bank app, she pays me every month, I work for her. And then now you are in trouble. They go to you and like, oh, hi Doc, how are you? No, we have come to visit you, can we please have your contracts? You don't have contracts, right? So if you have your contract, you make them sign every time they come for a locum. They must sign the contract from I've worked from the 1st until the 5th. That is the contract for 5 days. Your contract must be for independent contractor, so that when labor comes, yes, she does work for me. Here is the contract that she signed. She's working as an independent contractor, so I don't have to pay UIF for her. The contract that we signed says she takes care of her tax. She can even go to SARS to claim tax and write you there as an employer. But then when SARS gets to their system, you are not there as an employer, then you are in trouble. Because they would say, oh, you've been making money, you have employees, but you don't pay tax for that. You don't submit your employee, you don't submit your employees' tax and all those things. So you need something that's going to cover you. Even if you say they are coming there for 1 day, you don't know what's going to happen. Let them sign that independent contract. And what is nice now is that you don't even have to print it. You send it electronically, they signed it electronically, they send it back, then you file it, then you are safe. Right. So we come to, I'm trying to be as fast, guys. We come to BHF now, Borders for Health Funders. That is where now I'm speaking more to those who are health practitioners. Right? If you are going to claim for from medical aid for your services, you need to have a permit. So you apply for the permit from BHF for practice number. Sorry, you need a practice number, because the practice number is going. I mean, it also makes your business look more professional, right, and more legit. So you need to do your practice number as well, so that if you got that client that comes with a medical aid, you are able to claim from medical aid, right? But for IV drips, because now it's a cosmetic, we don't claim from medical aids, but for someone who's got a script from their doctor for an IV drip, then that one you can claim from medical aid. Right? Okay. Then we go to CSD. We go to CSD, Central Database, Central Supplier Database, CSD. Remember, guys, we said, oh no, that was the last time and you were not here. We need to evolve. We need to grow our businesses. You started as self-employed, but now you need to grow your business, right? That's where now you can register your company with CSD, Central Supplier Database. Central Data organizations, institutions, and individuals, goods and services to the government register. Let's say, because I'm going to get an opportunity to do a wellness day, right? Whereby now you need maybe, let's say, about 20 nurses to be on site. You need about, you need equipment, you need all those things. So you cannot the only way that government is going to locate you or your company is through this database. So you need to be there. Even massages, guys, I'm still doing it anyway because I am on CST. Companies now, they are very, very serious about wellness. So sometimes you'll get a government client, 300 employees for wellness, right? For wellness, you just get 300, you get 30 nurses from the government who need an overtime, right? They come and work for you for the day, and you're going to pay them. So you need to be on CSD for those reasons, because they can't locate you anywhere else except on CSD. And the beauty about that is that all the companies can see you there, whether it's a private sector or a government sector or an NGO, they can still find you there, right? And you can get good business. You can get a lump sum within a day. How much is 300 people for wellness? Let's say you are charging them the minimum. When I started, I was charging about 350. When I started, 350 for 300 people. How much is that? It's a lot of money. And then with time, you're like, now this year I'm charging them 550. Then the following years we're going to 650. This is government. Free money, guys. So please register on CSD. And then we go to, I think that would be policies and SOPs, right? We said we need to be professional, ethical. So you need this for your clinic, especially for those who have fixed clinics. Those who have fixed clinics, you need your standard operating procedures, right? You need your policies, so that even if you are not there, they know what to do, right? Your employees know what to do even in your absence, because remember, we say we evolve, we grow. At some point, you are not going to be at the clinic because you are an entrepreneur. There's another business deal that you need to go and attend to, right? There's a briefing that you need to go to attend to. So make sure that when you leave your employees, like I know who is owning a salon here or a spa, but don't have a medical background. I will all have practitioners. Wow. Big ups to us. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you. You remind me when I started, like I needed a loudspeaker to stand in the mountain. I said, guys, we can have our own practices. Nurses, we can have our own, because we thought it's a doctor's thing, Doc. We thought it's a doctor's thing. We thought we were only taking orders. With all the knowledge, the skill, the degrees, the diplomas that we have, right? So I am so proud of you guys. It's something that I've been preaching. Guys, make sure that you start now. Remember, when we started as nurses, we were not regulated. SANG was not regulating us. But now where are we going? They are heading to where they want to regulate private practice. So I was preaching this gospel that before they regulate us, get in. Because if you get in now, you are safe. Right? Oh, Sister Lou says here, you don't have to resign. Right? You don't have to. If you don't have to, it depends on the amount of work that you have. As you grow, that time will come, right? So even when I started, I was still doing locums. I was not permanently employed, but I was doing locums. But something that I taught myself, that when I go there to do a locum, I'm not going there for money. I'm going there to learn. I'm going there to get experience. I am going there to read through all the information that's there so that when I start, right, I start on the right foot. So, guys, with all that have been said, I can still assist you with everything from the registration up until the end. That's what I do now. I'm still at the clinic though, but not so. I'm still there, but not so much because of the entrepreneurial spirit in me. So another thing that I can still, but I mean, some of the information you will get when you sit with me. Some of the things, don't focus. I always say, don't focus on one thing. You've learned drips now. You know how to do them. Add the next product. Add the next service. Right? With nursing, you can never. Now, I think I'm free to talk about nursing because, I mean, we all, or maybe let me put it more professional, health practitioners, right? Health practitioners, there is a whole lot that we can do. Before, I was just focused on org health, as I've mentioned, but with time, I've added PHC, I've added the beauty and aesthetic, with the help of my colleague there, Lou. I've added so much. I'm also into. I mean, wherever there is money, you will find me. I do placements. I place OMPs, occupational medical doctors. I place occupational health practitioners. I place registered nurses. I place technicians. That's me. As tiny as I am, but I'm old. Yeah, so you can do anything. There is no limitations. Never ever limit yourself. Never ever put any obstacle before you. You can do anything, right? You can be anywhere. I am here, but there's people that are representing Mpata Health in Mpumalanga. I heard you're from Mpumalanga. I need to get your contact. I've got people there that are at work as we speak. They are in hospitals, some are in clinics, right? So you can get money anywhere as long as you tell yourself that I'm not going to be limited by anything, by my background. My background is not going to limit me. My profession is not going to limit me. There is no limitations, guys. You can, and what we want is that you fly. You just fly. Even me, as I'm standing here, I am not your limitation. Sister Lou cannot limit you, right? Because no one can control your brain. No one can control your dreams, only you. The only person that can be an obstacle to you is you. So as you leave this place, go and flourish, right? As you leave this place, go and prosper. No one is bewitched here, right? No one is bewitched. I can assure you. We can all make it and we can all flourish. I mean, there's clients everywhere. Someone asked me, Tash, now that you send people to your clients, are you not afraid they're going to steal your clients? I'm like, no. I mean, there's so many people. God has created so many people in the world. It's not like they're stealing them. Let's remove that mentality. They're not stealing them. Maybe they were happy with them, so it's fine. I mean, there's a whole lot of people on planet Earth, right? So remember, before I sit down, sometimes people are not buying the product, they are buying you. When I get clients coming to my clinic, because Mina, I don't even see them for that matter. They are not coming to my employees, they are coming to Tash. We want to go to Tash's clinic, right? So whoever comes and works there, they are representing me. So you must know that already you are a brand. When someone comes to buy from your product, or someone comes to do an IV therapy from you, they are not necessarily needing that. They need you. So be a brand. Flourish, prosper, don't limit yourself.
Thank you very much. Can you please give yourselves a round of applause? And give a round of applause. Mainly part of the reasons why I'm saying give yourselves a round of applause is it's because you are so well behaved and you are listening attentively. I used to chair many political meetings, and each and every minute you hear point of order, point of order, point of clarity. So I've been experienced that. Thank you very much for that. We're going to move to our next item, but I think let us allow you to digest all the information that has been said. Let us take a break so that you don't collapse and you get scared when they speak about laws, compliances. Let's go and internalize it, and make sure that we come back stronger. Thank you.
Not really. I think we can go for break.
All right. Yes, thanks. I think the break will be probably 10 minutes. Then we come back.
Oh, sorry guys. We try to avoid our past experiences. Once it gets late, it's difficult for people to wait for the rendering of the certificates. With all due respect, to play with you, can we quickly, before taking the tea, take a professional photo shoot and then we proceed? Because we know that by the time that we finish, it will be difficult to do that. I won't do it formal. I'll just quickly render the certificates of the attendees, and then because even the camera guy will not be here for the whole day, so can we do that? Thank you. Or if you I hear you, you're gonna hear you. You're gonna fight. Yeah. Whatever you drink, please take. I can leave. Close those. You don't need to pay in the bucket. You can pay as you go. If you want, there's an hand, you just pay up front, and then you put it aside for 20 minutes. Okay, I think that's fine. It's not nice to make these are small cups that we
Tiny glasses. Okay, well, I don't need to speak to him. Can you just tell me what this is? Pink and white stripes. And the black and white? But do you not have the black and white stuff with the daisy head and you don't have to speak focus. How much is the tea for? They have very black.